YouTube, it's Rob. I'm gonna make another video, and I'm labeling these videos Earth Unknown because I want to stick to this particular region right here. This way I don't jump around so much, because it gets confusing when I jump around to different areas. So what I'm going to do is I'm bringing all the areas to this area so that it's just easier to follow. And of course, this is just like in the other videos, this is the Himalaya mountains here. And I was telling you that about what I'm claiming are God's cloning tools. Are this arch, these arches in this area, all the land feature stuff that you see here is imprinted all over the continents, all over the rest of the world. And there's a reason for that. And like I said, it's the cloning tools of the creation of our planet. And what it is this is really simple to do. I would suggest anybody that is a little bit on the borderline on whether they believe me or not, or if you believe me, or if you just don't believe me completely, this is what I would suggest, is to do your own overlays. This way you can move them around yourself. This way you know that there's no way that I'm influencing your eyes. You can see for yourself with your own hand movement, your own eye movement. You don't have to listen to the shills that are now attacking my channel out of desperation. You can see the desperation in their comments, by the way. It's kind of funny. They're trying to get me to participate with getting involved with measurements and data and bullshit like that, when you don't need any of that when you can see it with your own eyes. That stuff's reserved for so-called stuff that you can't see, like plates. Yeah, they're under the ground there somewhere. You just can't see them, but just take our word for it. With our data, we're telling you it's there. Well, I don't need data to prove to you that these line up, and that you can make sense of this yourself. When you see something round like that has a bevel on it and it continues down into the water, you can tell that that's from rotation, and that's the thickness, right? Well, you can kind of put two and two together when you find other areas of rotation and they match up from other sides of the planet. And they do match up because if you look right here, you can see that maybe like you don't see it line up there, but when I move it further, you'll see it line up. You'll see that this makes sense. You'll see that that dot fits over that dot, right? Okay, there's a reason for that, and it's not coincidence, because we're talking, this is the same planet. This is like a chainsaw, by the way. I don't know if you've noticed that yet, but these islands are like the teeth of a saw blade. And anybody out there that does construction knows what a chainsaw will do when you run it into wood. Or anybody that doesn't use a chainsaw will know what it does too. Even the shill on my channel will know what a chainsaw does. He'll pretend he don't, but he knows. We know he knows. And you know what else I can tell? I can tell that this is flip-flopped. This is one hell of a chainsaw, because I'm not sure if it's going this way and it's revolving the other way. It's like a drill and a chainsaw in one. Could you imagine such a tool? The destruction you could do. And like I said about those curvatures here, that you'll see that when you see one, you'll see another right around the planet somewhere, and it will fit right in here, of course. And I can tell you, I'm pretty sure that this is flip-flopping the other way. I'll get to that though soon enough. I'm doing this off the cuff, so it actually feels more real. and not like I've worked this out in my head or anything, but you can see right there. So it's basically some of the things that I'm discovering, I'm actually discovering right at this moment with you, if that makes any sense, because that's how the truth works. I don't need to set up anything. I'm just working through this as if you were working through this, so you can see the natural progression of learning about what's going on with our planet. Okay, so it's weird because sometimes I don't even get the rotation. Like I'll rotate these, and I really don't know where it's going to go from there. It's kind of trippy because I almost feel like I got lucky. Like, how the hell did I get the rotation for that to line up there when I wasn't even trying for that? And then when I line it up right here, you can see this lines up right here. Let me try to get this right. You see that? So that this whole gap right here is lining up with this gap between South America and part of South America, and I forget what these islands are. I have to go look that up. But oh yeah, this is Cuba and all that, Puerto Rico. Okay, so so you can see these alignments, right? I might go ahead and reverse the coloring just to see if it helps. But look what's happening when I line this up and this. If you pay attention to the Amazon River, you can see it plays a very important role in the shape of these features. And one of my claims is that the Amazon River is not actually a river. It's the discharge pattern of, well, maybe the creation of life and this planet, and it's embedded into the surface features all over the world. And that's how you can tell that it's not an erosion-based river system, because why would an erosion-based river system match features that are all over the world and down to the finest details? Because I know there's a troll now working that area, and I'm gonna get to you, buddy. Don't you worry about that. Like I said from the beginning, there is not a single question that I fear of answering about this, and I already know that these match up on any scale. It doesn't matter if it's the macro or the micro. If they match up down to, you can get as close to seeing houses if you like, but you can already see that there's two of these right here, right? 1, 2, switch. Okay, down to the micro, bro. I guarantee you this is gonna line up. And in order to do a micro shot of this, I have to go and I have to take really super close snapshots off of Google Earth, which I will do, because I could care less of the question. I don't care if this guy is looking for down to the street level alignment. It doesn't matter. It's going to be there because that's how the truth works. The truth does the work for me. I'm just trying to show you guys these alignments. And as you can see, I'm going to go ahead and continue to move this around. If I can get this centered, maybe. Hold on. Okay. Move it here. I can, you know what I can see right here? Well, you can see it too. Hold on. I've done this before. I remember a lot of these alignments I did a long time ago, believe it or not. And then I find them again. You can see how this matches this side of India. Let me see here. That dim it down a little bit so you can see better. And of course, these are the mountains that I claim are not regular mountains, because you can see that one goes underneath the other. Mountains don't do that. Have you ever seen that before in a mountain range? Is there any mountain in the Rockies that looks like it's going on top of the other over like a piece of rope? Well, that's significant. That's something that should have been picked up by geologists decades ago, right? I can't be the only one that thinks that. Okay, that's kind of like if I was a geologist and I saw mountains shaped like ropes wrapping around like a twisting, I would definitely have my attention on the mountain immediately. That's a no-brainer. But that's okay. You can see now this discharge pattern is following the contours of the land features on India. And if I lived in India, I definitely want to look into this. I wonder if there's a lot of minerals right here in this area. That's something I have to look into, because I've actually come across something new up in all this. And I'm starting to think I understand why minerals are done in... Look at that alignment right there, by the way. You see this? Is there a troll out there that can please prove that that doesn't line up? And right here, without using... well, you can go ahead and use your data numbers, but that doesn't mean anything, actually. That's like a nonsense type argument. And you can also see that this discoloration right here is going to also line up in there. I can see that from space, bro. You see how that works? And then look, as I move this through, I am doing this naturally, by the way. I haven't practiced this at all. But you can see that there's discharge patterns here already. Without the Amazon River, but you can see that they line up with features on South America as if they're part of the same river system. And I'm not sure where I'm going to go with this, but Brooklyn Current Mountains. And I already know from experience that this will rotate and fit into here. There's that thickness again, right? This is called a subduction zone here. Now they believe that, yeah, this is a subduction zone, and they believe that this is a fault, that the Himalayas are made by a collision between plates that are just lifting up super high. So how can a subduction zone line up with a collision? And then you can see these lines that match the mountain peaks, almost as if this is a giant wave starting to barrel over. You see how that is? Like this. Yeah, they're shaped like... See how it's shaped like it, like... Okay, like a lip, and like it's... like you're pouring it out. And I don't even know, it probably matches this background color discoloration. Well, that kind of lines up. Look at... I didn't even notice this before, by the way. Oh yeah, I remember what this is. Okay. You can see that this fits into there, though. And usually, what's cool about this is that it fits into here, but it'll fit in other areas nearby too. Like right across the face here, huh? Oh yeah, this is Mexico. I know for a fact that this also fits into India, but I'm not really prepared for that one yet. I'll have to show you that in the next video, I guess. But what I wanted to try to do is, okay, we got this going. Same arch. Probably rotate it around. Oh yeah, and then I didn't even think of that. Remember how I showed you that one area line up here? Well, you can see it again right here. This notch, this round half circle, whatever. When I line that up in there, the rest lines up in here. Okay, but what I wanted to try was, what was I going to do? Oh yeah, this area and this area. You see how it's starting to look alike a little bit? I'm going to try to discover this with you. Okay, hold on. Because I have not worked on this part yet. Okay, like I said, I'm trying to make this legitimate. I'm trying to discover this with you at the same time, because it's been like this for the 2 years. This is exactly what I do. I sit there and I logically put these together, and I look for patterns and I try to line things up, and I find new things almost every day. That's how intense this is, and I know that this is a big deal. This is not just, there's these other movements that seem to be that have a lot of money behind them and a lot of power and control, like the flat Earth movement. This has nothing to do with that. I don't know. I mean, maybe there's something with that. I don't know yet, but I'm kind of going with what I know for now, is that the Earth is round, and this is what I'm finding out with these overlays. They do line up better when they're flat. I'll give them that, but I don't think the planet's flat, because if it was flat, what would be on the other side? There's still another side on flat planets. It doesn't matter if they're round or flat, there's always another side to it. So what's on the other side? Who's on the other side? Wouldn't we know that something else is on the other side? You know what I'm saying? So I'm kind of going with the closed system and that it's round. I think if I flip this around, this might fit better. Hold on. Okay, holy crap, I think I found something. Well, I guess we found something, because I'm not sure yet. Well, I made a reverse of that one, and I started noticing that, because I always have this feeling of an unfolding. People that are subscribed to me and follow me on my channel, they probably know this and remember that I've talked about it in the past. But I always keep feeling like that there might be an unfolding right here, and a spillover at the same. I don't know how to explain this, but take a look what I'm talking about. Okay, I line this up here. And you can see that it looks like it's connected right here, right? And then this is like the opposite looking. So I made it. And even touch them together a little bit. And I'm not sure if this is actually anything, but you can see what's weird. This is what makes me a little weird about this, is that what really trips me out on continents is when they're beveled. You can see that like it's been filed away right here at an angle. It just appears that way. And it makes me wonder that, it makes me think that something slid off, or something happened. I think I'm onto something, because look at how it's, look, okay, I know some people probably getting lost right now, but you just have to bear with me on this, because I can see something right now. I think a little bit of rotation. Okay, I'm not even sure where I'm going with this, but check it out. Look how it, okay, you can see right here how it fits in here. This is the same continent, by the way. But what I'm showing you is that this side fits reversed into the opposite side, as if it was rolled up. Do you know what I'm saying? And here it goes again, fitting again. Look, here's the Central America. And then I think this might actually fold over. This is complicated, don't you think? Oh man. Look how this tip kind of fits, like as if it continued on to here. The X. Yeah, I've seen this X. You see these patterns on the bottom of the ocean floor. There's something going on here with that. I know some people might be confused right now, but what I'm getting at is that I think this might literally fold over and fit into here. I don't know. What do you guys think? Leave comments below, and give me some ideas on what I should do here. This looks a lot like this too down here. See how this kind of starts to look like an X? There's another X patterns. I think we're getting closer to solving this whole thing. You see what I'm saying? Thanks for watching. I guarantee you, not only are we getting closer to solving this whole thing, we're about to waken up. I can tell you that right now. Thanks for watching again.